Hey YouTube, it's time for another episode of Joe's Two Car Garage. Working on the 99 Pontiac Firebird. We're underneath the car. Today we put the rear end and the exhaust together. I still have brake work to do. I have to clean the brakes and reassemble each wheel. I'm sorry, each rotor caliper, each side of the axle has to be done. I did, before we did the exhaust and put the axle in, I actually pulled the tank back out. The situation with the conversion of the V6 pump in the fuel bucket, with the Walboro 255, kind of had left me with a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't really care for the way things come out. So this is the V6 pump, and this is that float and some kind of a pump. Some kind of a pump, alright? I'm not sure it's run off of fuel pressure. That's all I know. This is a float, just like the toilet float in the house. Only I think this one operates backwards. There was a check valve on the bottom of this that protruded through the bottom of the bucket. The bucket that houses the fuel pump. And that check valve had a fuel filter sock on it. So what I suspect is that when the fuel level in the bucket became low, this float closed, opened this to bring fuel in from the tank. I can't see any other reason for that to have a sock on it. There was another check valve over here, and that one doesn't have a fuel sock. It was just open check valve. So I don't know. I think maybe I might be missing something, but today I fully intended on putting that check valve back in the bottom of the tank. I'm worried about fuel starvation, and I thought that I really should put that check valve back in. So I cut it off the bottom of this, pulled the tank, pulled the bucket off. I put the check valve in the hole that it used to be in, and plastic welded the hole, a couple of tabs closed on it, and then immersed it in a bucket of water to see how fast it would fill the bucket. And in the end, I ended up taking both check valves out. I knocked that one completely out and took the rubber stopper out of the other one. I'm pretty sure I would have been fuel starving it just running it. Didn't really seem to fill very fast. So it fills fast now, so we're just going to have to keep fueling it. That's the only solution that I can think of. So anyway, we got the rear end back in today. 90% of it is hooked back up. Like I said, sway bar bushings and outer brakes. Calipers got to get cleaned up and painted. Rotors got to be sandblasted and painted. The exhaust system I salvaged off the 3rd gen that this car replaced is in place. It's the same exhaust, so it shouldn't be a problem. I had to weld a hanger on each side to make it work. And that's where we're at. We're still waiting on the Trans Am hatch to come back from paint. So that's where we're at. Alright, okay YouTube, we'll talk to you soon.